my coming out story went a little like this. When I was in middle school, I met a girl who became my best friend. She was already describing herself as being bisexual, and I didn't quite understand what that meant, but it was very fascinating to me, and I quickly had a crush on her, which developed into feelings, which developed into me having this, me identifying with this term bisexual. And once I fully wrapped my head around it and realized that I was bisexual, I was out in the gates. I felt so comfortable with it. I, started coming out and telling people at the age of 13, very confidently, I must say. And to me, looking back, that was a big deal. I sometimes pat myself on the back because I just didn't care who knew it. I was like, I'm bisexual, and really owned it and grew with it. As I started coming out more to friends and family, some negative experiences that I did have were parents saying that I was a bad kid, or I was dangerous, or a bad influence. And even though that was hurtful to me at a young age, I just knew that it was authentically me. And I just don't want to say I didn't care, but I moved on. When I came out to my dad, I remember we were, I believe, driving home from soccer practice or a soccer game, and I just said it. I just said, hey Dad, I like boys and I like girls. And this was still around maybe 14. And I've always been close to my dad, and he just said, okay, I love you no matter what. And it was just that much more affirming for me. My mother did have a little bit more of a struggle with it at first. I think she just needed to understand that I was serious and I wasn't just some young kid going around saying that I like girls. So it took us a little while to be comfortable and really talk about it and have a good relationship with that. But she has been, both my parents have continued to be excellent allies for me and love me, and just I couldn't ask for anything more. It's been awesome. From a young age, I always was a creative person, and I know that as I got older, I really I didn't want my choice of career to put me in a box or to define me, and I kind of felt like I wanted to define my career for myself. And this industry has really allowed me to be authentically myself. So when I got into it and saw all these different people that have colored hair and tattoos and piercings, and they're just actually happy in their jobs, I knew it was the right choice for me. This industry has really allowed me to live authentically because it's all about human connection, and there's such a sense of community in this career, and acceptance and belonging, and I've always felt a little different, and every stylist that I've met, every educator has been a little different. I really, really learned to appreciate that about myself, and to be able to see that in other people has been an amazing journey for me. Ever since I did start in this career, I have noticed that there has been quite a disconnect with the LGBTQ community. As far as acceptance within the salon, pronoun usage, just everything under the sun. Maybe wanting to come in and shave your head, but fear of being judged by your stylist or other people. And that's something that I always felt in my heart that I wanted to change, and always made sure that whoever was in my chair did feel equally respected and never judged for what they want. That brings me to about a little over a year ago, I found out about the Dress Code Project. This is a nonprofit that aligns themselves with advocating and educating salons and stylists to be more inclusive for LGBTQ plus people. I was so amazed that there was actually something out there that aligned with exactly what I wanted for people, for my community, and I jumped right on it. We joined the Dress Code Project, so we have gender neutral restrooms and gender neutral pricing, which already is just huge steps for this industry that we're so behind in. I contacted the founder, Kristen, shortly after because I was just so floored that this existed. Like I said, it was amazing to me. So I reached out and I said, is there any way that I can be a part of this more, like just to make a difference? And Kristen was awesome. They reached out and they said they had an ambassador program and that they would love to have me, and we had a meeting and I just felt so good about everything. I really feel like the Dress Code Project is a huge step into bringing LGBTQ awareness into salons. It is so needed. So throughout my time being an ambassador, I've just been advocating and educating anyone who will listen, really, spreading it around the community, just knowing people that they have a safe place to go where people are educated and just neutral. Hair has no gender. It's length, not gender. It's something that I've become so passionate about, and I hope to keep spreading it, and I really hope that it starts making it around the world globally. It's very much my hope to do so. My advice to queer community members who want to go into a creative industry is to go full force. It allows you to carve your own creative path and just live authentically and be around other people who aren't afraid to be different or embrace themselves as artists or as queer people, or just whatever you want to identify as. You will find every different kind of person and then some within this field. It is absolutely so rewarding and amazing, and I cannot see myself ever doing anything else. I'm so happy, and definitely encourage other people to follow suit and carve your own path. My name is Krista, and this is the face of queer beauty. If you or anyone else you know is struggling, contact the LGBTQ National Hotline at 888-843-4564.